Under pace and Nagy, the unit is dead last in yards per game, and the passing game is especially in ruins, ranking last in the league and causing the Windy City to not be sweet home Chicago. There's 461 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark out, and we're wearing sunglasses. And if somebody can get 4 fried chickens and a Coke and a piece of white toast up to the booth, that'd be great. We're on a mission from God. And they shut the play down. It's Justin Fields trying to go to Allen Robinson. Good to see Jason Peters back in the game for the Bears.
False start. Offense number 71. 5-yard penalty. We remain first down.
So it's a good news, bad news proposition there with getting Peters back.
Well, here's where we're going to find out. Your young quarterback, you went down 7 in a hostile environment. It's kind of environment to win. Justin Fields had his first start on the road at Cleveland. He's played in Las Vegas. That's a little bit of a different environment. This is one of the hardest places to play in the National Football League.
There's a design run. Fields will keep it. Hit to the outside. And he'll be pushed down 14 by Terrell Edmonds to gain of 8 for Fields. And that's a skill Chicago needs him to take advantage of. They don't want to run him too much. Long season, rookie. He needs to take advantage of that. That tool that's in his tool.
They need to find the right balance. But just make sure that they're doing what's best for the young player.
2nd down and 7. And a timeout for Chicago.
Composure. Get the ball snapped, get the play called, and the hustle environment.
Oh, baby. It's a great time to get Domino's because right now, if you order online and carry out with Domino's Carside Delivery between 4 to 9, you'll get 49%.
First of all, appreciate all the Bears fans out there. You know what I'm saying? Been a Bears fan since '84. As you know, we were just getting good out then. You know what I'm saying? Now, Justin Fields right now look poised enough. So far, I'm ready to go. I already know we're gonna pull this out. You know why? Only problem we got is our safeties. I don't like them. I don't like Shelby. I don't like what is the other person they got in there? Now Carson, I like. I don't know why they only got him in there. But the safeties, man. We got a problem with the safeties, and we need a linebacker ASAP. But other than that, I feel good about tonight. Monday night football. The Bears. What's wrong with y'all? I mean, listen. Look, I've been listening to all these fake ass. What are y'all? They're not Bears fans, all right? Y'all don't know what y'all be. Anytime to be like, oh, let's lose so Maggie can get fired. I hope we get blown out. Like, what are you talking about, bruh? I'm trying to hit the play. I'm trying to go to Super Bowl. What are you talking about? Get rid of Andy Dalton, put my man in, let him learn. I guarantee you we still go to playoffs. What's wrong with y'all? Leave Andy Dalton alone. I mean, not Andy Dalton. Leave Nagy alone, man. You know what I'm saying? The man done won more games than Bill Belichick at this point in time in his career. More than him, way more than him. So leave him be. Just leave him alone. You let people coach. Look at Pittsburgh. You let him go. Just let him coach. Belichick, just let him go. He should have kept Lovie Smith, but that's a way past problem. You know? But now, 7-0. Got the ball. 2nd and 7. Deep in their territory, though.
Steelers legend Rocky Bleier is a Vietnam War veteran. After his rookie season with the Steelers, Bleier was drafted into the U.S. Army in 1968. He would be awarded the Bronze Star and the Purple Heart. Doctors told him he could not play football again after he was discharged from the military in 1970 due to injuries. Bleier began informal workouts with the Steelers. It went on to play in the first 4 Steeler Super Bowl victories. A true hero, Ricky Bleier. On 2nd and 7. Here's Fields, pocket's good, flag comes in. It's Allen Robinson. We'll see if it's going to stand. Clearly designed to get the ball into Robinson's hands more early here tonight.
Beautiful throw from Justin Fields, backed up on time. When he gets his rhythm and he can hitch into a throw, he's got all the talent throwing and the accuracy. That was really well done to the outside.
Illegal formation, offense. They presented illegal formation prior to the shift and then made it legal. 5-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down.
3rd penalty already against Chicago. Is that on the young quarterback, something like that?
No, that's the details of your receivers and your tight ends making a legal formation. You know, a young quarterback, no. A veteran quarterback, yeah, you always check your formation. Are you legal? But you need guys to help you out when you're young. See, these are the kind of situations also. Remember, Billy Laser, the offensive coordinator, said, we can't be in 2nd down and long, 3rd down and long. It cannot become a drop-back game. That doesn't help Justin.
Yeah, that was out of a timeout. Here's Fields, loads up, takes a deep shot, looking for Goodwin, and can't hook up with him. Joe Hayden running step for step with Marquise Goodwin. So they take a shot on 2nd and 12.
Justin Fields is a tremendous deep ball thrower during his time at Ohio State. The coaches made a point to emphasize that that is the thing that he does very well. It's just a matter of timing and making sure he's getting on the same page with some of these guys in the outside lane and hitting some of these big shots.
They just run and punt this shit, man. 3rd, 12, deep. Fuck that.
3rd down and 12. And backed up.
Come on.
Inside
Here we go.
10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Won the snap.
Here we go. Here we go.
Pockets good, Fields. Trying to check it down. Heck of a catch by David Montgomery. Edmonds stopped them after the gain of 6. It's 4th down. And the Steelers are going to get great field position again.
That's just right there. A very, very vanilla cover, too. Good eyes back on the quarterback. The Steelers are one of the very best zone cover teams in the NFL. The discipline that they play with, how they read the quarterback,
that dumb shit, man. Come on,
Just
defense.
slim the margin for error was for the Chicago Bears offense. 1 5-yard penalty negates a 1st down, and then they're behind the sticks and can't convert it. 2nd punt already. Pat O'Donnell from the 5, got it away. Right in the cloud and let it bounce. And on a hot pick it up. 36. And he's out beyond the 40. And now, in celebration of Disney Plus Day, here's a look at new content releasing this Friday and beyond.
God damn it. That was backed up in that joint, man. Come on, defense, man. Come on, man. Come the fuck on. Y'all got to wake up. Cannot keep letting these people. Number 22. Oh, my God. We need some corners, you know? We need some safeties. We need some defensive backs bad. Like, this draft right here should be nothing but defensive back oriented and wide receivers. That's it. Wide receivers and defensive backs. Fuck up. Ain't nothing else. Maybe need a center, too. But, jeez. Come on. Definitely need a center. No doubt about that. Hey. Come on, man. Come on, man. Damn. Shit's crazy. shit.
Touchdown looked like from the moon. 6th overall touchdown. Not bad for the rookie in his first 8 NFL games.
It's a heck of a camera from the moon.
You know, these new lenses, technology is great. Super fast. I got one of those on my phone.
I know that guy's focused.
Defense, baby. Let's go.
Najee Watts at least this first play. A great field position for the Steelers. First they started from their 41, now from their own 42. Already up 7 left. Caleb Balaj is in there as the running back, and that pass from Pat Fryermuth is just behind him, and it goes incomplete. Well, shortly after draft night, Ben Roethlisberger invited Najee Harris over for dinner, and the takeaway from Najee was, man, he's got a big house. And so we all chuckled. We thought that was funny. That'd be funny from anybody else, but maybe beneath the surface of that comment, Najee might have been thinking about his past. He and his siblings and his family were homeless for a significant part of his youth, living in a variety of shelters, even in a van, until they could catch their breath and just get to a better place. And that is never lost on Najee Harris. On 2nd and 10, little shovel has more success to Pat Fryermuth. And the crowd was going to be just short of the first down. Even when he got to Alabama on the full ride, got the fancy dorm room, he spent the first few months in Alabama sleeping on the floor. Said he was just more comfortable. He was more used to that.
That's an unbelievable story. I mean, for a long time, he didn't want anybody to know about it. And how could you argue with that? But then when his story finally came out and he embraced it and he understood that he can help other people, other kids going through the same thing, that they can understand that they have an opportunity if they work hard enough. And they owned that, and it became his testimony.
Let's give it to him.
Yeah, the other things that leaders do, right?
Give it to him.
Positively impact others. He knew he could impact others by sharing his story, by letting people know that they're not alone. They're not the only ones in those kind of unfortunate circumstances, and he would give them a ray of hope. And I'm telling you, when he started talking about that in our production meetings, you saw a guy who was very jovial, very kid-like, likes to tell stories, likes to joke around. He'll put you on your heels because you don't really know where he's coming from. You start talking to him about being homeless. You start talking to him about impacting other people's lives. He becomes super serious.
Come on.
Yeah, and it was one of the most enjoyable production meetings I've ever had.
He's definitely trying to figure you out. You try to figure him out. It was fascinating. Here's Roethlisberger, and Ben's going to be sacked. Dropped on his side of the 50. Robert Quinn gets home. No Khalil Mack tonight for the Bears. Quinn gets there.
Yeah, you have the rookie left tackle, Dan Moore, right here. He's played really well this season. It's not too big of a stage for him, but Robert Quinn with a great speed move around the horn gets the Roethlisberger.
Robert Quinn, you see how he dipped that inside shoulder, man. He doesn't give you a whole lot of surface area to work with. If your punch isn't right, you aren't strong on your edges, that's going to be the result. They need him to have a big game without Khalil Mack being
Look,
there.
20. No Alec Ogletree or Eddie Jackson for that Chicago defense tonight. Back to Harris.
Yes! Don't do that. That's right.
Get more
Stand him up. Hit.
Casey, well, someone that Najee Harris really bonded with at Alabama was his academic advisor, Molly Dowd. I spoke to her on the phone yesterday. Asked her to give me a little insight on Harris. She described him as one of the most unique and exceptional people she's ever met. His own person, she said, really funny and very smart. She told me Harris has always wanted to give back, even when he didn't have any money to give. He always looked forward to the time when he would have money. He knew he wanted to help kids who were in the same situation.
Don't let them get this first
Not
game.
an obligation, she said, with Harris, more just a passion.
Harris out. Balaj and Roethlisberger will throw on 3rd and 13, and it's incomplete. Want to go to James Washington. Akeem Hicks is running down Big Ben.
That's
and the
what
Steelers will look to punt. And
Get that ball up.
You know, I think we've got to give some credit to
Defense.
Najee's mom as well as a part of that. You know, how you instill into somebody the passion to give back. His mom, Tiana Hicks, you know, she talked about when you're homeless, you don't speak because you're so worried about finding where you're going to sleep, what you're going to eat. And now she has an opportunity, along with Najee, to give back to a homeless shelter in Richmond called GRIP, and they're doing so and refurbishing it and making it nice for the families that are there. It's such a great testimony.
Fair catch.
I like it.
Bears will take over
A little too much.
at the 11. More on Najee Harris. When we come back.
Come on, Montgomery, let's get it.
Y'all heard it here.
Get it.
If you want
One thing about we got my man back, Montgomery. Let's get this thing, man. Get this thing pop. Let's do it. First of all, nice stop by Hicks on on second down. That was nice. Nice stuff to run. Love it. You know what I'm saying? We got a problem with Vasher. 22, he's a problem. And 20, Shelley. But other than that, man, we need those two to just play the lights out. Those two play lights out, we can win. We don't know when my man Jeff coming back. Free safety, but right now we just got our defensive backs. Fuck. Damn, man. Man, we need some defensive backs. Bad. Jeez. Got to get us some defensive backs. ASAP. Man, to me, I'm just feeling like as a Bears fan right now, I just feel so, I'm not even nitpicky about nothing because I already see, man, already, right now, if he don't get no better than he is right now, he better than all the quarterbacks we've been getting for the last 4 or 5 years. Period. Except for Cutler. Cutler was good as shit. But he was just a dummy. He just wasn't a team player, so. But him, oh my God. So I'm already satisfied now. I just need everything else around him to be what the fuck they need to be. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this thing popping. Youngin already holding up to his thing. So when we come back out here, little short joints, let them get a little rhythm going on. Right now, you're all over the place. So run Montgomery, sweep to Montgomery, swing past Montgomery, do an RPO joint real quick. Let's do something, man. Get my man warmed up, throwing this joint. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
Both inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Of course, Art Rooney II. They're on the right. And how about Virginia Hallis McCaskey? She's 98 years old, fellas. She'll turn 99 on January the 5th. She doesn't miss a game. No. Even during COVID last year, she missed one game during a pandemic. She's got a smile on her face.
Get it.
Toughness. Great to see her out. You're smiling more after a Bears victory. And it's Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Face.
When you watch as much Cole Kmet, watch the blocking here at the point of attack, and watch how they're able to capture the edge quickly and develop a running lane right there in the D gap, which is really basically outside the tackles. David Montgomery is able to hit that hole without breaking stride. This was a critical factor that offensive coordinator Bill Lazor pointed out. Can they run on the edge and get this wide zone running game going?
First down for Chicago. Montgomery for a couple. Taco Charlton makes the stop.
There's Bill Lazor right there in the middle. And you're right, Lewis, talking to him, that was a big factor. And if you can get Cole Kmet, who's a big tight end, 260 pounds, on that last play, he was blocking the safety Edmonds. That's a mismatch in favor of the Bears. But Lazor said every play, I'm thinking, what's the best play call for our quarterback, or what's the best play call for an offensive line against a really good defensive front? Those two things may not be the same every
day. Second down and 8. Fields the pressure. He'll get out of there. Little east and west. Can't get the corner. Edmonds made sure of that.
What you love that you just saw right there is something that Matt Nagy has been talking about, and that is Justin's increasing decisiveness. When it's not there, I'm out of here, man. I don't need to prove anything to anyone as far as sitting in this pocket and trying to read things out. If I don't like it, I'm going to use this 6'3", 220-pound body that can run 4-4, and I'm getting out of here, and I'm going to pick up first downs, which is what the number one charge was. We want to win on first down so we can stay out of third down.
Run it.
Got the spot there and got the first down. Fields out of the gun. Got a piece of him, not enough, and now he's dragged down. Back at the 42. Who else? TJ Watt for the Steelers.
Steelers want to do is he wants to throw this ball. Look at where he's at now. He wants to throw the ball. He's worried about this window, wants to throw it there. It's not open. Then when the play breaks down, it's just the effort of Watt all the way around Borum. He never gives up. There's nobody that gives more effort than number 90 for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Laser said exactly that. You have to think about number 90 every single offensive play against the Steelers. 2nd and 11. Get out of the gun. Fields has the pass, batted down, and here's something. It's more than just batted down. It's Cam Hayward. Already leads the NFL in batted down passes, and now he has the interception, and they'll celebrate the end zone. It's a Pittsburgh party off the turnover.
What's up there? What's up?
What else do you need the big man to do? Here he is right here. He's just going to work his way this way, and they read the eyes of Justin Fields. Just trying to throw the ball underneath. The ball ricochets right into the big fella. As much as TJ Watt, and deservedly so, gets the headlines, Cam Hayward is the heartbeat. When you watch him at practice, every time it's defensive period, he's the one telling guys, it's time to run. Get your helmets, let's go. You're about to see a big man get an interception like that.
2nd career interception for the 11th-year player, Cam Hayward. Some more great starting field position for the Steelers. Harris. Inside the Chicago 30. That's something they couldn't afford to happen tonight. Chicago needs a lot of things to go right. Can't be turning the football over, and penalties as well hurt them early.
Yeah, that's what happened in the Tampa game. They turned the ball over 5 times, and the game got away from them in the first quarter. And that's not on Justin Fields. That's some bad luck, and Matt Nagy's had his fair share of that. Defensive players talk about sudden change all the time, that you have to rise up. And now, this is a critical point in the game already, although we're still in the first quarter, for this Bears defense to hold this to 3 points at a maximum.
Come on, D. Come on, D.
On 2nd and 3. Harris will pick up 2 more. Steelers have not been a good first quarter team this season. They entered tonight only 14 points in the first. That tied with the Jets for the fewest first quarter points in the NFL this season. But again, the great field position all quarter has really helped out the Steelers. Got that first touchdown and looking for more now. On 3rd and 1. Harris tries to bounce outside and doesn't get there. Danny Trevathan and Roquan Smith filled the hole. It's going to be 4th down. And decision time.
Watch both linebackers right here on the screen. Just watch them take off right at the snap. There's no hesitation at all. They're attacking the line of scrimmage. They're on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith makes first contact. Trevathan second. That's how you play a big back, a big power running.
Watch
you
you.
have to
Don't
attack the line of
jump
scrimmage.
outside.
Staying on the field, so there's no decision.
Don't jump outside.
Snap it quickly to Harris, and he gets there. First down. Pittsburgh Steelers, and that will take us down to the end of the first quarter.
Hey.
Steelers off to the big start. 7-0 lead.
Big start. He gonna say 7-0. Like that's a big start. Doing too much. Damn. We need a defense to hold this joint. Bam. We need the defense to hold this joint. Got no playmakers, man. Yeah. So we go man to man right here and just blitz, blitz, blitz. Blitz, blitz, blitz. Man, we need a defensive coordinator too, man. Shit. Defensive coordinator. We need some defensive backs. We need a center. Shit. That was some crazy shit right there. Blockers got blocked all the way through their blocks. Hey. All right. Regroup. I want to see a blitz on this play. Cannot let them run, man. We can't let them run. Tackle. Fuck, we can't let them run. We can't. I say we want to go just 2 linebackers, but man. Defensive backs we got. Jeez. They can't tackle. Shit.
Time to see if you're eligible for a $5,000 advance.
Wear by Erin Andrews, my sportswear collection for all women, is now officially licensed with more leagues. Women can support their teams in fashion-forward apparel everywhere, anywhere. Find it at fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
That's my face before Curology. Man, I don't miss that. Curology was straight up simple. All right, 1 bottle? This is already easier. I put it on before bed, and it just does its thing. My confidence blew up. Curology changed everything.
Back in Pittsburgh, the Steelers have played in 75 Monday night football games. And as of this second time, it's San Francisco for the most wins on Monday night, with 49. Be out in Santa Clara next week. See what the 49ers look like against the Rams. And a tough night themselves last night. Against the Titans, who look terrific. Start of the second quarter. Steelers 7-0 lead in the ball off the Chicago 25. First carry for Benny Snell. And players get together. And flags fly in. It's like Kendrick Green, the rookie center, getting into it with Angelo Blackson. There's a feisty weekend around the NFL with flags flying. Some taunting and unsportsmanlike conducts. See what Tony Correnti has to say here.
After the play was over, their personal fouls against both teams, they will offset, and it will be second down. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 53, offense. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Like I said, these penalties will offset where the ball was declared dead, second down.
This guy's pushing back and forth. Just let him go. Let him go. You understand what that is. You know, I really like this Kendrick Green. He's a rookie. He's out of Illinois. We were talking with Mike Tomlin about him, the toughness that he plays with. He was very comfortable with him coming in as a plug-and-play rookie in the middle of this offense with a veteran quarterback. It's not an easy place to play.
Interception. Snap was perfect. Back shoulder throw to Deontay Johnson. Working on Jalen Johnson. Pick up all the 11. And there you go. There's a shotgun snap from the rookie.
One of the things that's underrated is the accuracy, Lewis, of Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah, I mean, he quickly was able to determine that was single safety high. He will go to Deontay Johnson every time.
Go quick here. First and goal. Here's Claypool. There is a flag down.
Legal formation.
Got with 12 men on the field. Roquan Smith was trying to run off.
Damn.
Defense, 12 players on the field at the snap. The penalty of this is half minutes and still goal. Repeat first down.
Already the 4th penalty of the night against the Bears.
So look,
yeah,
that's Cassius Marsh, actually.
You saw the Steelers hustle a line and snap that quickly. Kendrick Green, the rookie center, actually asked for 53. Wanted Marquise Pouncey's number. They've had great centers over the years here in Pittsburgh. Mike Webster, DeMonte Dawson, Pouncey, Jeff Hardings.
Yeah, great lineage.
First down and goal.
It's a lot of confidence to ask for that number.
Right. At the beginning of it, too. Roethlisberger, a little pump. And when he let it go, it was behind Chase Claypool. Kendall Vildor made sure of that.
Nice reaction by Vildor on the quick slant.
Great play. Yeah.
You see him able to get his offhand in front of Chase Claypool. Now the ball's behind him a little. You see him. He's got him hooked behind him. It's a good reaction. Tightly tested throw. That's exactly what they need down here in this area of the field where they have played good defense. 8th in red zone defense.
Come on, baby.
Second and goal.
They love to throw the ball to Najee
Come on,
Harris
defense.
down there, too. He's got 6 receptions in the red zone.
Leaves the team. Did not see that coming.
Interception.
Ben's got time. Now he's just throwing that away out of the back of the end zone. Third and goal.
Good defense from the Bears. They had done their homework as well, knowing that Najee Harris is an option. They played zone. Vildor had outside leverage on the flat. Nowhere to go with that ball. See if they can get it one more stop on third down and force a field goal. This is where the area of the field, we've talked about it on numerous different Monday night broadcasts, where your pattern matches and your assignments have to happen quick. You have no margin for error down here. You have to know exactly what it is that you want to get done.
Third and goal. Ben Edmonds in the backfield. Doesn't like it. Calls timeout. Zeros on the play clock. This will be a big win for Chicago if they can hold the Steelers to just a field goal here. Great NBA action for you this Wednesday. NBA doubleheader on ESPN and the ESPN app. Early game has the Pistons and the Rockets from Houston. And then late game, the Heat and the Lakers from Los Angeles. Coverage starts NBA countdown at 7 Eastern. The Pistons-Rockets game will actually feature the top 2 picks this past NBA draft, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green. Some of the young, great stars up and coming in the NBA. Bears rush 4. Ben has time, directs traffic. It's time for Pat Fryermuth for the touchdown, Steelers.
You let Ben Roethlisberger sit in the pocket, and he's going to beat you. Give credit to that offensive line. Look at this right here. You don't get pressure on Ben. He pumps right, comes back left, and Fryermuth just uncovers off of the safety, Houston Carson, for the touchdown. That was all offensive line. The Bears had it matched up initially, but you're right. Too much time for a better quarterback. And you got to match up the rush with the coverage. And without Khalil Mack, you put more pressure on this secondary, which they have been exposed from time to time throughout this season. If you don't get the pressure on the quarterback, they're going to put it in the end zone.
Don't stop till we let John. Here we go.
We have to score. We have to score.
Well, they call me sweetness, and I like to dance. Running the ball is like making more dance. We had the goal since training camp to give Chicago a Super Bowl champ. And we're not doing this because we're greedy. The Bears are doing it to feed the needy. We didn't come here to look for trouble. We just come here to do the Super Bowl shot.
This is Speedy Will, and I'm world class. I like running, but I love to get the pass. I practice all day and dance all night. I gotta get ready for the Sunday fight. Now, I'm as smooth as a chocolate swirl. I dance a little funky, so watch me, girl. There's no one here that doesn't like me. My Super Bowl shuffle will set you free.
Let's get it.
Siri, who leads the league in sacks?
I'm Samurai Mike. I shall be.
Back at Heinz Field, Pittsburgh. Steelers able to take advantage of the Cam Hayward interception and turn it into 7 and a 14-0 lead. It's a short kick. Jakeem Grant will reverse field and try to go wide. Now to the 25. Let's go back to that last touchdown.
Yeah, great shot from the blimp here. You can see what happened. Here's Robert Quinn here, here's Eddie Goldman, and here is Akeem Hicks. They're all going to end up in one gap. This is a stunt. They're trying to get to Ben Roethlisberger, but they bust. And when you have 3 guys in one gap, that makes it so easy for the offensive line to wad them up and then throw the ball for the touchdown. That touchdown was on the defensive line. Look at that blimp shot. That's awesome. The moonshot's on Khalil Herbert.
His first carry. You know, Herbert's been the guy and doesn't want to be the forgotten man. With David Montgomery getting back in the lineup tonight, he's been primarily a special teams guy. But since week 5, he's number 4 in the NFL in rushing. Rookie out of Virginia Tech. He's done a really nice job for the Bears.
Well, his wide zone scheme is tailor-made for him. He's the one-cut zone runner that we talk about a lot when they're talking about running games in the NFL. That play, you can see the end man on the line of scrimmage was Alex Highsmith, and he just absolutely stumped Jesse Jones at tight end. They couldn't get it started.
Second down and 9. Fields throws it incomplete, and Goodwin took a big shot. Rocked by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Third down.
This is the relationship growing with Justin Fields and his receivers. This ball has to be thrown on the body. Marquise Goodwin knows there's a free safety back there. He's coming flat. That ball cannot lead him up the field and into the safety. That is a relationship that you're building with your accuracy as a quarterback. You can't lead him into that hit.
Keep doing that to Goodwin. That's going to be the end of the relationship. Third down and 9. Low on the play clock. Just get it away. Pressure coming from the Steelers. Fields takes a look. And he'll scramble out of there. And takes a big shot. Knocked out of bounds. The Bears are looking for a flag. I don't see one. It's a gain of 6. I think they got him clean and in bounds. 4th down upcoming.
This is the kind of hit that will absolutely set the tone for the rest of this football game. Watch Minkah Fitzpatrick come like a missile.
Oh, that's really.
The reason why Justin Field had to flush it, had to get out of the pocket, you have a little bit of helmet-to-helmet contact there. But it's a sign. It's a sign of his helmet, and that's a runner. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's still a big-time hit. Look, Alex Highsmith, he's a name to watch out for tonight, number 56, outside linebacker, opposite T.J. Watt. He flushed Justin out of the pocket there and made that play possible.
After a third 3 and out by the Bears, here's Ray McCloud. And he'll be wrestled down. We're back in 30 seconds after this word from T-Mobile.
I'm here to present the facts. Thousands of people and small businesses are trapped paying too much for wireless and still paying off their phone. But when you switch to T-Mobile, they will pay off your phone so you can keep your current number and your phone.
Objection. What if you bought your phone at AT&T or Verizon?
T-Mobile will pay it off.
Switch to T-Mobile. We'll pay off your phone now up to $1,000.
Do you rest?
I do. But T-Mobile never rests.
11:49 to go here in the second quarter. Steelers already have a 14-0 lead. They'll start at their own 17. This is their worst field position of the night. Got ridiculously good field position from their own 41, their own 42, and the Chicago 36 after a turnover.
The Bears need a turnover here to get their offense a short field to work with.
Ben got rid of it quickly, and Chase Claypool was tackled quickly by Robert Quinn.
We talked about all that's new with this Steelers offense. New coordinator, 4 new offensive line, a new running back, new tight end. What's not new are these receivers and Ben Roethlisberger. You got 4 receivers that all were drafted in the second round. Obviously, Juju Smith-Schuster hurt earlier in this season, but they have plenty of firepower between Claypool, Johnson, and Ray McLeod on the outside, James Washington as well. Plenty of athletes to get the football to.
Second down and 10. On the ground. Najee Harris staying on his feet. Nice run. Flag comes in. Last time the Steelers spent a first-round pick on a wide receiver, Santonio Holmes, 2006.
Right?
That's a long time. But all these second-round wide receivers done nicely for Pittsburgh.
Holding. Offense number 69. This penalty gives us finishes to the goal. Repeat second down.
First penalty on the Steelers tonight.
And that's Kevin Dotson. Everybody thinks he's been around a long time, but he's only a second-year player.
Yeah, you see him just get extended against Tonga, trying to keep him from falling off and making the play on Najee. This offensive line, give it credit though. It is starting to put its stamp on this football team with its physicality. And that is a good thing for Najee Harris.
Look, 20. Zach Banner inactive again. He can't get back on the field for the Steelers. IR the first 5 weeks has been cleared, just hasn't been active. Inactive tonight, third down.
Yeah, we saw Zach Banner out there Saturday at practice, and he's running with the 2s, and he's got that knee, and he's going to get there. It's just they're being smart with him, and right now there's not a rush because this offensive line is finally starting to gel. I'm talking with Ben this week, and you know this if you've been around football. The unit that has the hardest time coming together is the offensive line when they're young, and they don't have experience with each other because they have to constantly communicate and come off as one and play as one. And that's what makes the offensive line so important.
Third and 14. Big play for the Chicago defense. See if they can get off the field here. Roethlisberger surveys Freiermuth, the tight end, and he'll be stopped short of the 20. It's a gain of 7. Duke Shelley made the stop, and Pittsburgh will have to punt.
It's amazing what happens when you flip the circumstances and you make it third and long for the opposition. It doesn't matter if you're a rookie quarterback or a veteran quarterback. Those are the kind of situations you need to create. Now they have a chance here to get their electrifying punt returner, Jakeem Grant, going. Look, Mike Tomlin was worried about him. He talked to us about it, about the fact that he needed his punter, Presley Harvin, to move Jakeem Grant off the spot and not let him just catch it and take it upfield.
That's a bad one. Harvin, the rookie, shanked it.
That's not what Mike was looking for.
Well, you got to wonder, you put a lot of pressure on a rookie punter. You don't know how he's going to respond, and you put a great punt returner back there and say, hey, don't kick it right to him. And it affected him on that punt.
It's a 32-yard punt.
To save money, we need the right tools, and you do too. Experience.
Get out of bounds for sure. Everything looks good, though. He looks good. He looks good. Don't look like he's rushing nothing. Everything look good to me. Just ain't nothing there. That's all. I think we need to keep running. Come on, man.
Go, part of the defense, big and bold. I've been jamming for quite a while, doing what's right and setting the style. Give me a chance, I'll rock you good. Nobody messing in my neighborhood. I didn't come here looking for trouble. I just came to do the Super Bowl shuffle. We are the Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so fast, we know it good. Blowing your mind like a nuclear bullet. You know we're jamming.
hit the turf, I've got no plan. I just throw my body all over the field. I can't dance, but I can throw the field. I motivate the cats I like to tease. I play so cool, I aim to please. That's why you all got here on the double to catch me doing the Super Bowl shuffle.
Teams for rookie corner Percy Harvin. You see his right foot. His kick right hit the ground as he's trying to follow through. And that's Danny Smith, the special teams coach, who knows that Percy Harvin is really going to be counted on tonight to make sure that Jakeem Grant has to work for every bit of yardage that he gets as far as the return is concerned. Needs him to do better than that.
Fields rolling and throwing and completing. Cole Kmet. Welcome to the football game. It's gain out of 25.
Beautiful throw here. Rolling opposite your throwing shoulder and layering that football to Cole Kmet. Really nice play call, play action on first down, getting outside the pocket. I think that's the first time Fields has been outside the pocket.
Hand off, it's Herbert. He'll push forward for 2. We heard all about Justin Fields. He's better under center, gets in a rhythm there. We saw him under center, hand off the ball to Herbert that time.
Well, I think being under center, too, he didn't do a lot of it at Ohio State, if at all. But it helps the run game more important than anything else. It helps the run game. Then you see the play action boot off of that race.
Yeah, I mean, they had basically run every play from under center was a run prior to that point, a large percentage of it. So they're setting it up nice. Now they need to cash in when they actually do call the action shots. They need to get this ball right.
Second down and 8. Pressure, didn't see it. Watt got there. T.J. Watt. Second sack of the night. Look out, Myles Garrett. Watt's coming after the league leading sacks.
This is a young quarterback knowing what's happening on the edge, Lewis. You have to know what's back there as a quarterback before you take that snap and come on a naked bootleg. And Mike Tomlin talked about this, and Keith Butler, the defensive coordinator. How are you going to play the backside rusher against boot action? Are you going to have him come down the line of scrimmage or have him continue to climb just in case the quarterback does pull the football? That's a smart play by T.J. Watt. That's great game planning on the part of the Steelers.
3rd and 18. Steelers rushing 4. That's enough to flush Fields. And he'll get rid of it. Still in bounds is Grant. Excellent awareness by Jakeem Grant. There is a flag on the play. It's 15 if it stands. Still short of the marker. Needed 18, got 15. Let's see.
This is a scramble drill that Matt Nagy was telling us about. They're working on this in practice with Justin Fields.
Member of the offense downfield, hard to pass. Number 57, 67. 5-yard penalty, and repeat, 3rd down.
Sam Mustipher, the center.
And a lot of people think, well, that scramble drill is just for the receivers and the quarterback, and it is, but it's also for that offensive line. And that time, Mustipher downfield. Allen Robinson wasn't even looking back at the quarterback. So that's something that this offense has to add to the repertoire. They're working on it. That was not as done.
3rd and 23. They're in the field goal range already. Here's Fields, loads and fires across the middle. Nobody home. Sailed it over Kmet's head. Fitzpatrick running with him. And Fields will pick himself up off the Pittsburgh turf.
Those are the kind of situations that are just impossible. Look, Justin Fields talked to us about the fact that he knows he needs to be more consistent. You see the beautiful pass to Cole Kmet, and then everything just starts breaking down from there around him, quite frankly. And that is not helping out your young quarterback. That is not going to get them in the end zone and give them a chance to compete in this football game. They're going to have to get that ironed out if they're going to have any shot.
It's about a drive that started from their own 48-yard line. Winds up just another punt for O'Donnell. Get the fair catch from McLeod. 31-yard punt. Back the Steelers up, but still no points for the Bears.
Warm feet and cold hands. Find the fine life, baby.
Now your breakfast tastes like hash browns for a few bucks.
On the floor, as I can be, but ain't no sucker gonna get past me. Some guys are jealous of my style in class. That's why some end up on that. I didn't come here looking for trouble. I'm just getting down to the Super Bowl shuffle.
They say Jimbo is our man. If Jimmy can't do it, I sure can. This is Steve, and it's no wonder. I run like lightning, pass like thunder. So bring on Atlanta, bring on Dallas. This is for Mike and Papa Bear Hallis. But I'm not here, the feathers ruffle. I just came here to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
I'm L.A. Mike and I play it cool. They don't snake by me cause I'm no fool. I fly on the field and get on down. Everybody knows I don't mess around. I can break them, shake them any time of day. I like to steal it and make them pay. So please don't try to beat my hustle, cause I'm just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. We are the Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know we're good, blowing your mind like we knew we would. You know we're just strutting for fun, strutting our stuff for everyone. We're not here to start no trouble. We're just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. The sack man's coming. I'm your man. That there's a quarterback slow. He's gonna get
Football starts at 8:20 p.m. on Fox, NFL Network, and Prime Video. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps. Ben Roethlisberger making his 120th career start at Heinz Field, past Brett Favre. Most starts by a quarterback in a single venue. And before you act, Louis Riddick, we know Tom Brady's in a Buccaneers jersey over at Gillette Stadium. He made his last start at Gillette a few weeks ago. You might have heard it for Tony Foxborough. Should have been waiting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Patriots jersey and Robinson Park. Wow, I see. We'll fix that next week for you. Here's Ben with Derek Watt. It's not Alicia Salters.
Hey, Ben, Steve, Ben Roethlisberger told us that he had a lot of help learning the new terminology of Matt Canada's offense from his 7-year-old daughter, Bailey, who helped him draw up flashcards of the formations. Ben was kind enough to let me borrow a couple of them to let you guys see, and he said they're kind of underwhelming, but I think they're absolutely adorable. And look how good Bailey's handwriting is. Ben said that he made sure that she got the details right. He said there were a couple times she had the tight end too far wide. He said, no, sweetie, it's got to be right next to the tackle.
2nd down and 7. Harris, the ball carrier. Ben trying to explain it to us. He said, for all those years, you think something's a chair, and it's still a chair, but now we're going to call it a sofa. And so that's something that people at home might be able to understand. And that's the offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, just changing up the lingo. And my first question would have been, hey, why doesn't Canada change his lingo? Why does the entire offense have to change for him? And Ben said, look, it has re-energized me. We got a ton of new people on offense. Good time to make the change.
Well, they didn't change all of it. They just changed the running game. The passing game stayed exactly the same, but the running game is so different than what they've done in the past that they had to get different formations and different play calls, and Ben is brought in.
And a chair is now a sofa. 3rd down and 2, and that's not a first down. Went to Kevin Rader, who was just elevated from the practice squad to Sean Gibson. Big stop for Chicago.
You're going to see Kevin Rader right there at the top of your screen, just trying to catch a quick flat route with Deshaun Gibson. That is exactly what you need to do. You got to match the patterns quick, get the guy on the ground. Nice response by the Chicago Bears defense.
So Presley Harvin is back to punt. Shanked the last one for 32. That's not much better. Let's take a bit of a Pittsburgh roll. That's going to go for 46 yards on that punt. Harvin earlier in the season had a 20-yard punt. And it will be Chicago football trailing 14-0. Join us next Monday night. We'll cap off Week 10 on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. It's the Rams and the 49ers. Maybe we get the Von Miller Los Angeles debut. That comes next week. Niners have George Kittle back in the game. Not a whole lot of for San Francisco against the depleted Arizona squad. The crowd is roaring here. And the Bears want to snap this, and they do. It's Montgomery out of the Wildcat. Jackson gives it to Khalil Herbert.
And 3 running backs in the game. They had all 3. This was the punt. Look at Jakeem Grant. Looks like the Steelers grabbed him and pulled him back to try to get him to touch the football. That's Derek Watt. Now, Derek, you can't do that.
John Parry, that's illegal? You can't do that?
No, there's nothing. There's a lot of noise for no reason. That ball is basically still. Play was over. Chicago ball.
Got it. Lot of noise for no reason. I've heard that before. Second down and 2. Here's Montgomery. Let's see where they mark the forward progress. Henry Mondu in the middle for Pittsburgh. No Tyson Alualu.
Give it to him again.
For the season.
Give it to him again.
Stephon
Give it to him again.
Get him back. Those 2
Give it to him
players,
straight one more time. Come on.
critical losses. Cam Hayward's had to step up even more. And Isaiah Buggs is walking off slowly. With Alualu out, Buggs has played a major role, and now if he's going to be lost, he's down on the turf.
Yeah, this would be a big blow. We've been getting some work from Loudermilk, Henry Mondu. They got Taco Charlton, but they have been light in the defensive line on the interior in particular.
Taco Charlton.
Well, the Steelers traded Melvin Ingram prior to the deadline. Traded him to Kansas City. He was disgruntled. That's when Mike Tomlin had his line. It's better to have volunteers as opposed to hostages.
Yeah, and I thought that had a lot more to do with how much they love Alex Highsmith. And
Montgomery.
they thought Taco Charlton could play out there in a reserve role. So it made Melvin Ingram
Run it.
Third and less than 1. Montgomery lowers the shoulder. Second effort. I don't think he got there.
It's going to be close.
Speaking of Alex Highsmith, I think he brought him back. Let's see. Looks like they're going to mark him short. Guys, I'm not even sure this is a decision. This part of the field.
You have to go for it. You're going to see right here. Watch Joe Schobert. Watch him build downhill. And stop Montgomery in his tracks, and then now Highsmith cleans up. This is the right call here.
Let's do it! Sneak! 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 Oh, we got it. We got it.
Oh, yeah, he got it.
Little heart count for the rookie.
Great job. Using your cadence as a weapon, especially on the road. And this Steelers defense, they sense blood in the water and they're aggressive, and he got it.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty will create a first down.
We asked Bill Lazor, what's the next step? What are we going to see the next thing out of Justin Fields to show the improvement? And he said the hard count worked a week ago. Maybe he can do that again this week.
Big play, huge play, 4th down.
Space. Saw Mooney sell the fake handoff, too. Fresh set downs for Chicago. And they're just barely into Pittsburgh territory. Fields has a pocket. Now things break down. Got a lot of green in front of him. And he will bail out at the 43 of the Steelers. Pick up 6. Coming up on 2.5 to play in this first half.
See what he was looking for downfield. He had the post route. Look at the outside leverage here on the tight end. Nowhere to go there. And look at Fitzpatrick. Such a smart football player, doubling the deep post. This was the only decision for Justin Fields.
That's Montgomery out of the Wildcat. He keeps it. Going to be just short. Taco Charlton makes the stop. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Bears have a bit of a pulse here with the football.
Let's get this thing. Let's get at least a bit. Let's get this thing.
USA presents.
We love to play for the world best fan. You're gonna start making Super Bowl plans. But don't get ready or go through any trouble unless you practice the Super Bowl shuffle.
It's Gary here, and I'm Mr. Clean. They call me Hitman. Don't know what they mean. They throw it long and watch me run. I'm on my man, one-on-one. But these guys cover it down to the bone. That's why they call us the 46 zone. Come on, everybody, let's scream and yell. We're gonna do the shuffle, then ring your bell.
You're looking at the fridge, I'm the Ricky. I may be large, but I'm no dumb cookie. You see me hit, you see me run. When I kick the pass, we'll have more fun. I can dance, you will see. The others, they all learn from me. I didn't come here looking for a trouble. I just came to do Super Bowl show. 1, 2, 3.
We're for Imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at forimprint.com. For Imprint, for certain.
Time to make your space a little more you and a little less, well, definitely not you. Joybird.com gives you over 18,000 ways to customize your furniture and make your space your own. With fun colors, bold styles, and modern designs that bring joy to your space. Go to Joybird.com to save 30% during our sleep-in sale. Plus, get as low as 0% APR financing.
Make sure you stay tuned for the USAA Insurance Halftime. Susie, Adam, and Booger are all here. Get Adam Schefter's Insider Update. So starting at quarterback next Sunday. And Chris Berman's fastest 3 minutes. Great highlights for the crazy NFL weekend. We cap off week 9 around the NFL here tonight in Pittsburgh. 3rd down and 2. Bears have yet to convert a 3rd down tonight. They are over 5. Need this one. Out of field goal range. It is Montgomery, little stutter step. Game is going to be really close. Could be another 4th and inches. The clock is winding. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Now they're going to stop it. Looks like they're going to take a measurement. Bears didn't get the first down there, but they missed an opportunity here. This is the new rule in the NFL. Look at 71. That's Peters, and Fitzpatrick goes low on it right there. That's an illegal low block at JP. That should have been called on the Steelers, right? Should have been. And what they've been doing with the referee is starting him just outside the tight end's outside shoulder. So if the block is to the right, it's a foul. In this case, if it's to the left, it's inside the box. Stay away from it. There was a miss. They got the first down anyway there, just barely. I think we're at the point in the game here now. Minute 48 left in the half. Well, you got to get, minute 45 left in the half, you got to get Darnell Mooney going here. This is a guy who's had 5 targets in all but 1 game so far this year, and he is their speedster. He's lined up down here at the bottom of the screen, number 2 in this empty set. They got to get him going. Bunch of Robinson a bunch in the first quarter. Oh, there's some zip on that football. To Cole Kmet. Stuck it in there. Gain of 8. Second and 2. Steelers rush just 3. And it's Kmet again. Down to the 10. Feels like he's gaining confidence every snap. To pick up a 21 and a timeout. The Steelers took a timeout because Cam Hayward was trying to get off the field. You're going to see Kmet here. He's just going to run straight down the seam. And you just know this as a defensive player. You cannot void the middle of the field like this and let guys who are running up the seam, up the hash, just run uncontested. And also across the field. That is a big-time hit by Minka Fitzpatrick, who has been bringing it all night long as far as legal hits, setting the tone in the secondary. What a tremendous acquisition by General Manager Kevin Colbert to get Minka Fitzpatrick here. This is one of the best safeties in the NFL ever since he has put on the black and yellow. First quarter of his first game with the Steelers got an interception, and Fitzpatrick has not looked back. Nice play on the drive upcoming. First and goal. Schobert made the stop. And success here is going to use all the time if you're Chicago with those 2 timeouts. But at some point, you need to push this ball into the end zone. Last week, they got it to Jesse James on an unbelievable throw and catch. They've got Kmet back in the ball game. A big target. And a timeout, Chicago. 28 seconds left. Looks like Mooney might have been in the wrong formation. So, guys, I just said it, and you tell me if you agree or not. With Fields, it looks like every snap, you do see some baby steps tonight, more confidence.
Yeah, it's continuous development. He talked about it. Look, the more reps he takes, the more confidence he gets. He just needs to string it together consistently, which he admitted. And a lot of the things that have broken down around him tonight had nothing to do with him.
Right.
Penalties, just nice starting on long fields deep in his own territory. Now he's got some momentum going to see if they can punch it in.
Everybody has their own timeline for the development of a young quarterback, of a rookie quarterback. And you know what? Nobody's timeline matters except for Justin Fields. And as long as he continues to get better week in and week out in situational football, just like this, red zone before half, we got to execute to stay in this game. And then he's got a timeline as well, I would think. Second down and goal. Fields looking right and throwing. Justin! Oh! Joe Hayden able to knock it away. First time we mentioned Jimmy Graham's name in a big spot, and he can't hang on.
That's how you play big and you play strong as a corner out here on a tight end who's probably got 4 or 5 inches on the end height. You play strong with him at the goal line and then punch the pocket. Punch his hands up through his hands. Just got a piece of it. Jimmy Graham's going to come down with that. That's a mismatch that he has to win for the Chicago Bears offense.
3 tight ends, 3rd down and goal.
Get it in there.
Just got a timeout. Steelers rush 4. The flag comes in. Fields can't even hear the whistle. The Bears are still playing. That's how loud it is here at Heinz Field. We're going to get the right tackle, Larry Borum.
False start. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
TJ Watt's going to make anybody itchy, and he's having a look inside. You see him look, his head is inside because he can't hear the snap count, but he's got to get his head back out to TJ Watt all the way on the outside. That is unnerving for a rookie offensive tackle.
6th penalty against Chicago. 4 of them have been on the offense tonight. 3rd and goal. Pushed back to the 12 and a half. 23 ticks left. 1 timeout for the Bears. Here's the Pittsburgh pressure. Fields unloads and wanted to go back corner of the end zone. Graham was tied up with James Pierre, and it's 4th and goal. And here comes the kicking team.
And that's a series where I understand throwing the back shoulder to Jimmy Graham, and Jimmy Graham needs to make that play. It's a great play from Joe Hayden, but as soon as that play's over, I'm not going back to Jimmy Graham. I'm sorry, it's not going to be 2 fades. Come up with something else because Jimmy Graham missed his opportunity.
There's Cairo Santos. No one's hotter. 38 in a row. Less than 30. To get Chicago on the board. And it's 14-3. 15 ticks remaining in a half. Steelers will get the ball. They have 1 timeout left.
What you like about Chicago is that their defense responded. Justin Fields starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm now. Coming out here in the second half, it's going to be important that they go 3 and out and get the ball back to this offense and see if they can put something together and string something together.
Well, to me, in that situation, listen, let's be honest. The difference between winning and losing in this league is red zone and scoring points, not field goals, but touchdowns. And if it were me, I would use that opportunity to use Justin Fields' legs. First down, 10-yard line. That's where the value in running the football with him is. And I know you want to limit the number of hits, but that's where he is different. Had to get something there. They settle for the field goal. Steelers will get the football to start the second half.
You know, and also, as we talked about, though, the people around him have to make plays. And Jimmy Graham, when you're matched up against a corner like Joe Hayden that you've got 4, 5, 6 inches on, you have to be able to make that play. And here you see Jimmy Graham right here. He's down here at the bottom of the screen here. And if you give him another shot,
that one was not catchable.
Yeah, that one isn't. The one before it on the right side against Joe Hayden was more the opportunity that he had to make a big play for Justin Fields. And look, the guys around him have to step up just as much as he does, just as much as the coaches do, as far as getting them in the best possible place.
Jimmy Graham's got one catch on the year. Like 2 fades down there in the red zone. And Jimmy Graham, that was the offensive approach. I just think you got more offense than that.
Bears have actually outgained the Steelers 127 to 112. Penalties in a short field, the difference. USAA Insurance halftime is coming up next.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
Man, this safety like that. We need a safety like that. Man, they crap bounce. Hey, man, really be crapping. 39 night.
Adam has a ton of news. What are your headlines?
Susie, when doctors initially operated on Russell Wilson's finger, they expected him to miss 6 weeks minimum. But today, his finger surgeon cleared him to start